Thanks for speaking to me. We interviewed you once before the movie came out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's nice to talk to you again. In fact, last time we interviewed you, you said that if Thor does well, you'll definitely see more of Sif on the big screen. Having said that, do you make any cameos in the Avengers movie?
I can't tell you.
Aha, okay.
I can't tell you either way, and it's mainly because I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm sure my readers will interpret whatever they want out of that. So, how about, can you tell me, what have you been told about a second Thor movie, a sequel to the original?
I've definitely heard the buzz about it, but nothing has been confirmed yet.
Okay. And you're obviously out there doing... Obviously, you signed for 3 movies, I'll bet, just like they always... That's kind of the industry standard, isn't it, when you do a franchise movie?
Right. I think they have, people sign on for as many as they can just to cover their bases,
Right.
So, yeah, I definitely did sign on for more than just one.
Especially Marvel now. I guess they're making some people sign for 6, so... Yeah. So you're obviously out doing promotion for the Thor DVD and Blu-ray, so give us your best pitch on why mycomicbookmovie.com readers need to go out and buy that. Like, they won't anyway, but they're all going to be buying it. But give us your best pitch on why this is something we all want in our libraries.
Well, there is quite a few deleted scenes, which some of them are very, very funny, that I think the decision was made to take them out because we had to separate Earth from Asgard. But those are very, very funny. There's a lot of behind the scenes on what it took to get in shape to play these characters and the stunt rehearsals and how they built the town and what we needed to make the destroyer work and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of extra footage, probably more than I've seen on any other DVD ever.
Cool. We like that.
So, yeah, lots of fun stuff, and of course, they always add a little something special in there to tell you what's to come. So it's definitely, I would say, definitely worth the money. Yeah,
I think one of my users posted something online on our site that was one of those scenes, I think, which looks pretty exciting. What can you tell me? Well, let me get some silly questions out of the way.
Okay.
Because let me tell you, you are a trooper going out and doing tons of promotion. It was really hard to try to find some original questions because you've been out there quite a bit. I'll bet you they're very pleased with you. So here's some silly ones that I want you to answer.
Sure.
Which of the live-action Avengers is the hottest? And don't say Chris Hemsworth because it's either Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Renner, or Mark Ruffalo.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not allowed to say Chris,
you can't say Chris.
Say Robert Downey.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's got a lot of appeal in my mind.
Cool. The older man appeal. Is that what you're looking for?
Sense of humor.
Hey, I'm 44, so. Okay, now for the DC guys: Christian Bale or Henry Cavill?
Oh, Henry Cavill.
Really?
I've been a huge fan of his for years. Yeah, he was on. Oh my God, now I'm going to blank.
Count of Monte Cristo.
And Count of Monte Cristo, who I worked with Jim Caviezel recently, and
that's right.
Trust me, in the back of my mind, I'm like, could you hook that up somehow? No, he's. I think he's very talented and he's very handsome, so he would be my choice.
Plus, Christian's got a potty mouth too, so you don't want to go for him.
He's already taken in.
Yeah. So yeah, tell us about what was that movie called with Caviezel?
It's called Savannah. It's a post-Civil War drama that was based on a true story, and my character is very much a Scarlett O'Hara type of character. But I was just very excited to work with all those people and to work with Chiwetel Ejiofor, who's definitely one of my favorite actors out there. So it was a pretty awesome learning experience.
So are you Caviezel's wife or love interest? Or?
I am. Yes.
Very neat.
In the movie, yes.
And who plays his friend, this ex-slave or something? Who's the?
That's Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Okay.
The English actor Chiwetel Ejiofor. Yeah.
We will all watch out for that. So here's some more silly ones. If we know you're an actual comic book fan, that you are one of the few women readers that get roles in these films that can actually say she read comic books. What's your favorite character, title, book, and why?
Well, I've said this a lot just because she's been my favorite lately, but X-23 is one of my favorites, and it's only because she's so troubled and so she's very troubled and very much a loner, but she's also a very violent person, but she's not. At the same time, she feels remorse. She's like the best. Like, I wish they would make a movie about her, because whoever gets to play her, it's just, 0 to 60 throughout the entire thing. And I love Gambit. I have a huge crush on Gambit. I've always had a huge crush on Gambit, like, forever. Probably since I was, 10. So, I don't know.
He has a big following.
Yes, yeah, I know. Everybody always asks me, who should play Gambit? Should it be, Taylor Kitsch or whoever? And I can't think of anybody. I really can't. I'm I don't know who could live up to that. I
thought Taylor did an okay job. I think he should be a little lankier and taller, though, I think. Yeah,
that's what in my brain I'm thinking, But he's also got to have quite the charming, I guess, attitude. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I kept thinking, because usually I can associate what actor should play which comic book character, but for him, I'm completely at a loss. I don't know. There's nobody that pops into my head.
Were you happy with the choice of Anne Hathaway for Catwoman?
I think it's very interesting. I met her. I worked on Love and Other Drugs with her, and she was a pretty nice girl, and she's definitely got some acting chops and stuff like that. There are a lot of other people I would love to see as Catwoman as well, but I think that she, I think Christopher Nolan knows what he's doing. So that said, I can't wait to see it.
How about you? If you were given the opportunity to play another comic book character, what would you like to have gone for?
Oh, man. This is a hard one, because the other one, I'm trying to think of the films that were being made right now, but you know what's really funny, and I'm a huge fan of Marvel Comics, but if we're going over everything, DC, Marvel, Top Cow, all that stuff, I would have to say I would have loved to have played Lois Lane.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
Yeah, she's kind of, it would bring out, I'm a huge, I've got a nerdy, happy-go-lucky side that I don't think a lot of people get to see, and I just would have loved to have really played Lois Lane in the vein of Margaret Kidder, because I don't know, I just loved how quirky she was, but she was strong, but she was a total nerd, and I loved that so much, and so yeah, I would have loved that, or playing a comic book character who's not the superhero. I think that would be really fun.
That's cool. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Has obviously you're involved in new projects and things. Has Thor really busted open some doors for you? Was this sort of a breakout movie for you?
Yeah, it definitely opened some doors, and Kenneth has been extremely helpful to my career. He's always thinking about each and every one of us in the cast, and doing what he can to help us out. And a lot of us were new-ish to the biz. So, it's just, he was a director that really took a chance on a lot of people that a lot of other people didn't know. And he just had a gut feeling about each and every one of us. And I'm very appreciative to him, because a lot of times, you can be up for a film, but they're always going to choose, nine times out of 10 will choose the more famous actor because they'll bring in more money. So that's he, pretty much sent to hell with that, and I'm going to put who I want in each character, who I think is, best suited to play each character. So I'm very grateful to him and to Marvel for that. Yeah,
I think Marvel's really kind of given them a lot more freedom than what they're used to with the studios. What are some of your fondest recollections of the whole process and the shooting and everything? What did you enjoy most while doing this?
Oh my gosh, just hanging out with all of them. Ken wanted us to all really bond, especially the 6, Asgardians, to bond, and so we trained for a couple months prior to shooting, and so it was just showing up every day to work. It was like showing up to a high school camp or something. It was just really funny. A lot of times, Chris would be goofing off, and Tom was always pretty goofy and stuff like that. And Tadanobu Sano at the time didn't really speak English, so we would teach him stuff, and he would teach us how to say good morning in Japanese, which is Ohayo gozaimasu. or Ohio, yes, I mean, I can't remember which one, Good Night and Good Morning, but we would joke about that stuff, and then it got to the point where we would make jokes, and he started to understand what we were saying, and so we were like, but you're not supposed to know how to speak English yet. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We'd all eat together every day. During rehearsal, we would order lunch up, and we'd sit up in the conference room with Ken, and all of us would eat together, and then we would go back to doing, I would go to stunt work, and then Chris would go to dialect coaching, and then somebody, and we'd all around. So it was a lot of fun. I miss it. Definitely miss it. And I am wishing you Odin's blessings, and I hope you check out our DVD. There's a lot of badass shit on there.